Now, the Ministry of Health and Wellness issuing a statement on the matter. In it, it notes that the findings from medical reports of what were actually 11 children who reportedly fell ill yesterday did not indicate anything remarkable. Furthermore, that all but one of the students was kept for observation. According to Health and Wellness Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, all labs were reported as normal, including toxicology that showed there was no exclusive common denominator in the screenings. Also, again, that there was no evidence of a link between the symptoms experienced by the students and the bracelets or other paraphernalia worn by them. Well, meantime, a word of advice for parents. ACP Chaswell Hanna, officer in charge of training and school-based policing, is calling on parents to look after their children, and this in the face of incidences where parents have showed up at schools prepared to fight teachers. Those parents, Hanna says, were arrested.
In some cases, parents are really not helpful. I believe that if parents would become more involved in their child's education, we would have a big difference in crime. So we want the parents support the police. We're members of the community, right-minding behaviors to support the police. There's no way we could solve this crime problem if we don't attack it on the front end. Because those persons who are in the criminal justice system at that crime age now, as the commissioner said yesterday in the luncheon with the Prime Minister, there's very little you could do. The best thing we could do is start in the primary schools and divert these children from getting into a life of crime. Because if we don't, all we'll be doing is waiting on the next generation of criminals.
Similar comments coming from Chief Superintendent Crystalline Skippings, who stressed the role everyone has to play in killing the cycle of crime.
Can we pull it together? Yes, we can. We're only 21/7. The question is, though, do we really want it to happen?
Right.
And if we really want it to happen, are we going to be consistent in our efforts? It calls for us strategically planning and working conscientiously each day until we get it back. Are we going to use some young people now? Yes, we will. But now we have to go now to the primary school. We have to go back. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. It calls for us now to go back to train the child properly, keeping it in line with our preamble, which guarantees us freedom by a national commitment.
I'm Kim, an all-around busy person, but I'm also a foodie. Bahamian food is a delightful fusion of flavors and techniques passed down, and over time has evolved into unique and delicious meals. It takes simple ingredients and it turns into something special. So if you're a foodie like me and don't like spending all day in the kitchen, but want great food, fast, simple, and tasty, then join me as we dish it up.